to start with the French seam first. Okay, French seams are usually for lightweight fabrics, you know, chiffons, georgettes, you know, see-through fabrics. So you'd use what we call a French seam for that. Okay, so you don't overlock at all. So you might have a dress later on, you can use get some lightweight fabrics. Now you stitch. Remember I was telling you about the cross inside. That denotes, remember that marks, this is the wrong side. There's the other side, that's the wrong side. So you're going to stitch the French seam on the right side. The right side's on the outside, on both sides. So this is the right side of the fabric. The other side's the right side of the fabric, okay? Remember that. So the right sides are on the outside, not the inside like normal seams. Now, I don't know why, I'm going to show you on the flat fell seam as well. I don't know why on these books they teach you like you need to sew a seam then cut it. There's no cutting in my seams at all, especially the flat fell seam. I'm going to show you that. I don't know why in a lot of these sewing books you cut. It's very unprofessional. To me, I'm kind of mystified why they do that. But anyway, a lot of home sewers do that. So remember, this is the right side, the other side is the right side. So I'm just going to do what we call, this is what we call the width of the foot. I'm just going to just bring it in a little bit here. This here, from the middle where my needle is, the middle to the edge on the outside, we call that in the trade the width of the foot. That's 1/2 centimetre, okay? So I'm just going to stitch it just fraction under 1/2 centimetre. If you're not used to 1/2 centimetre, just measure it. Just measure with your tape measure. But try and judge it. That's 1/2 centimetre there, right? You just want to just do fractionally under that 1/2 centimetre. I'm just going to just come under 1/2 centimetre. Right, so I'm just going to just bring that 1/2 centimetre in, okay? It's just fraction under. Now, another way you could do is get some masking tape and actually measure from the middle on the outside and put masking tape on. So now that masking tape is just fractionally under 1/2 centimetre. And then just get your, remember, so we're going to do a French seam. Right sides on the outside, right on the other side on the outside. The wrong sides are inside, both wrong sides. So right side on the outside. And then just where that masking tape is, can you see? On the edge of that masking tape there, just stitch down, okay? Stitch down. Use the masking tape. That's your guide. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And you can do that for 1 centimetre seam, 1.5 centimetre seams. Just bring it out from the middle, the centre. That's fine. Now, I don't know why they say they trim it. So I think they might do a centimetre seam. I think, I'm not too sure what they do now, but they trim the seam off. You do not trim anything off. Just turn it to the wrong side. You've stitched just under 1/2 centimetre. Turn it to the wrong side. Okay, and then just try and use your finger. Just try and get it. There we go. And then what I want you to do then is just do just about 1/2 centimetre, just over 1/2 centimetre. Right, so I'm just going to just so we're stitching on the wrong side. Okay, we're just doing fractionally over 1/2 centimetre. Or, if you're accurate, it can be 1/2 centimetre. So the first stitching was just under 1/2 centimetre. And that's your wrong side, remember? Remember we've got our cross. And there we go. And that is your French seam. So that's the wrong side. Can you see that now? I'm going to just bring this out now. And this is your French seam. So that's the wrong side. Can you see? It's not a lovely seam finish. Of course, you'd be doing it in the turquoise colour, whatever colour. You won't be using it in the white. I've just put it in white so you can actually see the stitching. So that's the wrong side, and there's the right side. So you've got a lovely seam, and you could do that on all the dresses. If you don't have an overlocker, you could actually do that. So that's what we call a French seam. It's a nice little seam. Usually I do that on very lightweight fabrics, georgettes, chiffons, or whatever.